Good morning and welcome to a Friday edition of JoyNews Interactive, live from digital address GA0992539 in Kokomemle, Accra. You can watch the show on DSTV channel 421, Go TV channel 144 on YouTube. We are My Joy Online TV. Join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We're Joy News on TV. It's been quite an eventful week. Let's start with what's trending on Twitter and our Ghana trends. Let's see if we can get that up. All right, so we have Joy News on TV Joy SMS was trending. Also, Mr. Easy and hashtag fix our footbridges now was trending. Let's see if we can get those trends. Mr. Easy was trending because he just released his Lagos to London album and people are going crazy over it, but let's see if we can get those trends for you. All right, we'll get them, but remember to come to Joy News on TV, Facebook and Twitter, and send us all your comments or your tweets at us, Joy News on TV. All right, let's check out our hashtag fix the footbridges now. Let's see if we can get some of those tweets. We've been talking about it. Some incidents have been happening at the Medina Adenta Highway, and yesterday it was blocked by residents in a spontaneous protest, which was sparked by the latest pedestrian knockdown on the road. Before we take Komla Adom's reports, let's go to hashtag fix our footbridges now. All right, hashtag fix our footbridges now. Let's see what you have been saying on Twitter about that. Send us your comments on Facebook, Twitter, or Joy News on TV. Do we have our comments now? All right, but before we take our comments, let's take Komla Adom's reports.
They bent car tires, mounted roadblocks, and before long, hundreds of residents poured onto the streets. The thick black cloud of smoke from the burning filled the air. The residents were simply angry at another knockdown, this time for first-year West Africa Senior High School students. She was run over by a speeding vehicle at Adenta SDA Junction while crossing the stretch. The driver, from what witnesses told me, sensing the anger and outrage of the residents who had begun massing up at the time, ran to the Adenta police for cover. That was after he was reportedly giving a hot chase. The residents say it took police more than 40 minutes to arrive at the scene, at which time the schoolgirl had died. The residents chanting and singing, booing the police away, would not allow any vehicle to use the stretch. The numbers grew by the minute, and soon police began to use some force to control the crowd of residents clustered on the stretch. While police used water cannons and tear gas to disperse the crowd, there was a fight back. They pelted the police and their vehicles with stones. And not even Chief Superintendent Kwesifori was spared. He, like many of the residents, had to run for cover too. This sparked firing of live rounds by police, indiscriminate shooting into the crowd. Chief Superintendent Kwesifori said they had to meet the residents with force to prevent a fatal situation.
Oh, for now, we have relative calm here. Initially, we engaged them, but a section of the youth again decided to use violence. And the police used appropriate force levels to stabilize the general security in this very community. So far, so good for our operations. We are now clearing the road for commuters, you know, to go to their various destinations. And this is what we are doing, and also to ensure the safety of the commuters. This is what we are doing at the moment.
Okay, so the firing of a gunshot and all was to ward off the residents here, essentially. I see a lot of stones and pebbles all over the place.
Yeah, one thing is the police, we are for peace. We are in to stabilize the situation. But you might have noticed that some of the irate youth have that primary objective to injure and inflict wounds on the police. And officer safety in police operations is paramount. So we have to ward off those attacks using the tear gas and create desirable conditions for us to effect peace and security in this community.
I saw that at some point you were even caught up in the center of all of the agitations and you had to move away from, you know, the pelting of the stones and all of that. But now you say the situation is stabilized, but the residents are still all over the place.
Yeah, we engaged them, we spoke to them to see the need for the commuters to go about their normal life. But some irate youth have taken the laws into their own hands, throwing all kinds of dangerous implements, stones, and so forth. And the police cannot permit that.
But Mr. Kozifori, I was here when you started shooting before the stones were being thrown. It can't be the case where the stones were thrown at you. I was here.
Your colleagues might have noticed that we spoke to them. They agree, and they themselves even said we should all clear the road.
The people are angry, they are agitated, so they took to the streets to protest, and police came in to restore some peace, and in the midst of everything, they were shooting, and a lot of people got hurt. But let's go to hashtag Fix Our Footbridges Now and see what people are saying. So let's start with @I am Daniel Dazi, who says, new day, same old cry, hashtag Fix Our Footbridges Now. Mr. Koiko says, to think that Nana Akufo-Addo launched his darling trademark free SHS policy at WAS, I find it hard to believe that prior to the launch, his team wasn't briefed about this footbridge challenge, which seems to be one of the school's main worries. Hashtag Fix Our Footbridges Now. Right, so this one is from @Caleb, who says small action and now assurances are flying all over the place. And he has attached a picture, a quote of Kwame Nkrumah, and it says, Ghanaians are not timid people, as has been suggested in the foreign press. Far from it. They may be slow to anger and may take time to organize and act, but once they are ready, they strike and strike hard. It pays no one to tamper with Ghanaian freedom and dignity. All right, this tweet is from @Mr. Kweko, who says, when the footbridges have been fixed with the same energy, let us ensure that pedestrians actually use them instead of choosing a convenient or shorter option. Hashtag Fix Our Footbridges Now. @BraRich19 said, so they want to hashtag Fix Our Footbridges Now in a week. Guess what they'll do? They'll complete the bridge and not construct strong metal barricades in the median of the road to force people onto the footbridges and leave it like that. This one's from @233Lamte, who says, Ghana is the only country where building a national cathedral is a priority among priorities. Quoting President Akufo-Addo 2018, please fix our footbridge. JoyNews on TV, hashtag Fix Our Footbridges Now. This one is from @Miss_Amonte, says, I think that elections should be based on who is a better implementer of the national plan rather than these promises, well, using a rather harsh word there, rubbish promises made by politicians. Is there even a national plan? Miss Amonte asks. Hashtag Fix Our Footbridges Now. The last tweet I'm going to take is from @V_Tando, who says, A minister looks on while 195 people die and continue. The KNUST VC is being forced to step aside because the demonstration happened under his watch that destroyed properties. Properties over life. Hashtag Adenta. Hashtag fix our footbridges now. After that protest, government has promised to resume work on some 6 footbridges on the Medina-Adenton stretch of the N4 highway following a massive protest, like I said yesterday. Government said in a statement that traffic cops have been deployed to check traffic violations on the stretch for the interim. Now, work on the uncompleted bridges is expected to commence within a week, and work is to be done on an accelerated basis with multiple contractors to ensure quick completion. Now, this is in accordance with already commenced processes prior to the unfortunate incident that occurred on Thursday in a statement jointly signed by Transport Minister Kweku Oforia and the Roads Minister Kwesu Ata, who wrote. And now the statement added that traffic signals and street lighting will be installed on the road to improve visibility. A lot of people are a bit shaky about this and saying that on our social media pages that did 194 people have to die for you to fix this? Did we have to demonstrate and protest for you to fix these bridges? You're telling us you don't have money, but as soon as we go to the streets and we protest, you're ready to fix it. So are you lying to us? Did we vote incompetent people into government? But let's see what you have been saying on Facebook. Let's start with Hayford, who says, the only language our so-called leaders understand and adhere to is violence. Time will tell corrupt politicians. This one is from @Fred, who says, when George Under had a minor accident, we had a helicopter flown to pick him to the hospital. God should forgive these so-called politicians. Sapong Kwakwa says, well, it seems the only language politicians understand is attacks like this. Very soon, every sector will be attacking the government with force like this. People were begging this government till the death of the student yesterday. Why should Ghanaians beg you for little things like an overpass? I remember the minister saying that it will be done sometime next year, 2019. Now you'll do it because people are ready to fight and block the roads. And then he rather uses a harsh word there, blockhead leaders. Okay. See if we can get more comments. Hayford says, thank you, Mr. President, for taking these quick actions to fix the footbridges. Once upon a time when a past leader doesn't listen to anybody. This one is from @Fred, who says, the teachers who were arrested must be released with immediate effect. Teachers trying to cry out their plight and they were arrested. These policemen do not know their work. The last Facebook comment I'm going to take is from @Enoch, who says, it's really sad to live on a very rich soil like Ghana, yet you live such a miserable life. On that note, I'm going to take a quick breather. When I come back, I've got something special, or rather someone special, joining me in studio. Stay tuned. You're still watching JoyNews Interactive with me, Mapisa Sibidi, but now I did tell you that I've got a special somebody coming, and Selenam Ampo joins me in studio.
Hi, Mops.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm
How
fine.
are you doing?
A round of applause for Selenam. Yeah. Woo. You look good.
Thank you.
I like the African print.
I like yours too.
Yeah.
So let's exchange.
Cool.
On the show? No, after the show.
All right.
Okay. So I'm going to be presenting the most watched video of the week. I'm sure a lot of people have been wondering what videos have been trending. I think we should have some like drum roll on the videos that are trending of the week. So today, the most watched video of the week, the first video, we have 193,000 views, 1,497 shares, and 208 comments. Our first most watched video of the week is the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall attending a Durbar at the Menchia Palace. So, Maps,
Well, so this is the moment our friends here in Kumasi have been waiting for. Disembarking from the plane right now is the Prince of Wales and then the Duchess of Cornwall, and they are here in Kumasi. The plane touched down.
So, Selena, when last was the Prince in Ghana?
So the Prince was in Ghana in March 1977. So it's been 41 years since he last came here. But it was the first visit for the Duchess of Cornwall. And I must say, from videos I saw circulating on social media, he seemed to have been enjoying himself. Yeah. I saw him at the Deba playing the instruments with the dancers. He was having fun, so I'm sure.
And another video that was trending on social media was of him and the First Lady, the Ghana First Lady.
Yes.
And they were dancing, and the president was there, and he was dancing with the Duchess. It was wonderful to watch,
yeah,
you know. I mean, they were having a good time.
And he looked like he was very comfortable with the position and everything. He was enjoying himself.
He's got rhythm.
Surprisingly.
He's got so much rhythm, so that was good.
Yeah.
But our second most watched video is what?
Yeah, so with 54,000 views, 263 shares, 288 comments, and 2,000 reactions, is a video of actress Martha Nkoma telling Doreen Avio that it doesn't make sense for celebrities to show their bodies. You can still be looking good and all covered.
I must be honest, I feel blessed, I feel good, I feel honored, and I think I'm grateful to God. Who says the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. And I don't think if you're someone that people should look up to, you should be sexy or you should show your body. I'm sorry to say this, but it doesn't make sense to me. We are stars. The Ghanaian sees us as stars, and so we must be able to do things that children coming up can learn from. And so anytime I try to put something out there, I believe I must do something that the people following me.
So that was Martha Nkoma there with Doreen Avio in an interview. And honestly, my comment on it is that she is right. You don't need to expose everything to look sexy or, you know.
I'm going to disagree with you on that.
Really?
Yeah. What I'm saying is that it's my body, it's my choice.
Well, modesty is relative.
Yeah.
Some people believe
you know what I'm saying. So if I want to wear a short skirt or tight dress or whatever, it's my body. Do you understand? So don't body shame me or anything, because it's my choice. I made that choice. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get you.
People, different folks for different strokes.
Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks.
But I felt Martha was just trying to make the comment that you can still look good and sexy all covered up.
And I agree with that, but don't body shame people who wear, you know, tight dresses or short skirts.
Yeah, definitely.
If I'm going to reveal everything and I feel comfortable in it, then let it be. You understand? Yeah, all right. And our last most watched video is what?
The Nkwanta Senior High School. You know, this week, the Nkwanta Senior High School has been trending quite often. So the Nkwanta Senior High School female teachers need services of psychotherapists after being raped by students on campus. I must say, this is sad. The headmaster of the school explains this video, explains that this video got 46,000 views, 193 comments, 189 shares, and 355 reactions. Let's take a look at the video.
Paul Boafonyako is the headmaster of Nkwanta Senior High School.
Going as far as raping teachers' wives, raping female teachers on campus. So they have gone through a lot of psychological trauma. So before even they can go and stand in front of the students and teach them, they need a psychotherapist to come and take them through all those things so that they'll be able to reset themselves before they can go back to the classrooms.
Meanwhile, the students are appealing to school authorities to act swiftly to ensure school resumes soon.
Right now, what we will say to our teachers is we are very, very sorry. We are feeling regretful for what we've caused them and the pains we've caused them in their hearts. Right now, we are on our knees, apologizing, pleading with them to forgive us. What has happened, they should please forgive us and come back as parents and teachers and come and continue with their teaching.
I feel bad. What should I learn? Even understanding is not coming. So I'm appealing to the teachers. They should come back to their senses, even though we know that we have wronged them. we are pleading on behalf of the name Jesus Christ.
So that was the Nkwanta Senior High School and some students who was apologizing on behalf of the student body in the school. I must say it's a very sad story because rape is very traumatizing for women, and to be in that situation, they do deserve a 1-month break and then treatment from some psychotherapists. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now let's talk about something that's been trending: the Medina Adenta Highway.
The Medina Adenta Highway. You know, I live along that stretch, and quite often I've seen accidents happen. I've witnessed an accident of a young man who was just smashed on that stretch. So I stand with the movement. They need to fix the footbridges, because once the footbridges are fixed, I don't know why nobody would use it. Definitely, if you see a footbridge, you would use it. So.
But there's another discussion happening on Facebook and Twitter, is that they'll fix the footbridges, but people won't use them because they're probably far away from the trotro station, far from maybe wherever, you know, like a central place. So that's the debate that's going on Facebook, that we need to educate them that the footbridge is there, now use it.
Well, you know, funny enough, the footbridges is quite close to where people often cross from. So I don't think people want to use it. Definitely, they would.
All right. The hashtag is #FixOurFootbridges now. Follow it on Twitter for all the latest. Now, you can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. We're Joy News on TV. I am Mapito CBD.
And I am Selina Ampo.
Thank you so much for watching Joy News Interactive. See you Monday, same time, same place.
Yes.